The last thing my wife said to me before everything changed was, "You're imagining things." She looked straight into my eyes and said it with such confidence that, for a moment, I almost believed her. But that night, I found the proof. My name is Daniel, and for 8 years, I believed I had the kind of marriage other people envied. My wife Emily and I had built a quiet life together. We had a beautiful home, shared savings, weekend routines, and plans for the future. Then Emily started changing. She became protective of her phone. She stayed late at work. She stopped telling me where she was going. Whenever I asked questions, she accused me of being insecure. I tried to ignore the feeling in my stomach, until one evening I came home early. Emily wasn't there. Her phone was charging on the kitchen counter. I wasn't looking for anything, but then a message appeared on the screen. "I missed last night. When can I see you again?" The message was from a man named Ryan. My hands went cold. I opened the conversation. There were months of messages. Secret meetings, lies about work, hotel reservations, romantic promises. And then I saw one sentence that destroyed me. "I wish I had met you before I married Daniel." I couldn't breathe. When Emily finally came home, I was sitting at the kitchen table with her phone in front of me. She stopped in the doorway. Her face went pale. "Daniel, who is Ryan?" She didn't answer. I pushed the phone toward her. "Who is he?" Emily started crying. But I wasn't sure if the tears were for me or because she'd been caught. "It wasn't supposed to happen," she whispered. "How long?" She looked down. "Almost a year." Almost a year. For 12 months, while I kissed her goodnight, she had been living another life behind my back. I asked her why. She told me she felt lonely. She said I worked too much. She said Ryan understood her. Every excuse felt like another knife. Then she said something I'll never forget. "I didn't know how to leave you." I stared at her. "You didn't know how to leave me, so you decided to destroy me instead?" She had no answer. That night, I didn't scream. I didn't throw anything. I simply walked upstairs, packed one suitcase, took my wallet and keys, and left. Emily followed me to the driveway. "Where are you going?" I looked at her one final time. "Somewhere you can't find me." Then I drove away. I turned off my phone before reaching the highway. I didn't tell my friends. I didn't contact my family. I didn't post anything online. For the first time in years, I disappeared. I rented a small apartment in another city, under my middle name, and started rebuilding my life. The first few weeks were brutal. Every morning, I woke up expecting to see Emily beside me. Every night, I remembered her messages. But slowly, something changed. I stopped asking why she had cheated. I started asking why I had stayed so long in a marriage, where I was no longer respected. Months passed. Then one afternoon, I received an email from an unknown address. It was Emily. "I know you don't want to hear from me, but I need you to know that I regret everything." I almost deleted it. Then another message arrived. "Ryan left me." I stared at the screen. For the first time, I felt nothing. Not anger, not jealousy, nothing. She continued writing. "He said he never wanted a real relationship with me. He only wanted the excitement. I lost you for someone who never loved me." I closed the laptop. Her regret was no longer my responsibility. A year after I disappeared, the divorce was finalized. Emily tried one last time to meet me. I agreed, not because I wanted her back, but because I needed to close that chapter. We met at a quiet cafe. She looked different. Tired, broken, older. "I still love you," she said. I looked at her calmly. "You loved me when you were lying to me, too." She began crying. "I made the biggest mistake of my life." "No," I said. "Your biggest mistake was thinking I'd always be there no matter what you did." She lowered her eyes. I stood up. "I hope you find peace, Emily, but you won't find it with me." Then I walked away. I had spent a year disappearing from her life. But in the end, I realized something important. I hadn't disappeared because I was running from my wife. I had disappeared because I was finally running toward myself.